Hey Fin friends, my name is Justine and today I will be reviewing the FINIS Luna Monofin. I just want to start out by giving all of my subscribers a big hello. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. If you're new to my channel, check out my introductory video. It tells you a little bit about me and what I plan to do with this channel, and the link to that will be in the description below. And let's get started on the review. This is the Luna Monofin by FINIS. It's a 100% silicone monofin that they released last year. As you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. There's a very mermaidy shape to it, and it is very, very floppy. This fin comes in two colors according to size. This is the medium size in Enchanting Emerald, and the small size is in Mystic Melon. I'll put the size chart up here. The small size runs for about $100 on the FINIS website, and the medium size runs for about $120 on the FINIS website, and that's US dollars. My absolute favorite thing about this tail is how freaking comfortable it is. Oh my goodness. It is 100% silicone, as I said, and it is very, very floppy. It can fold, it can bend. It would be really excellent for travel because I can fold it up and it's not going to damage it. It has two separated foot pockets, which is one of my favorite features. I can get really bad knee problems, and so having my feet separated, my ankles don't rub. It's so comfortable to wear. Also, the foot pockets are very squishy. In this fin, I do not get any foot cramps whatsoever, which is amazing because all of my other fins I can get foot cramps. So I generally use this fin kind of as my cool down fin. I wear it when I'm having a bad day with foot cramps, I'm dehydrated, whatever, I've had a long swim. I usually cool down with this fin, and it is wonderful. As for the foot straps, as you can see, it's got holes, and there's a little button knob over here, and the way it fastens is you just put the hole over the button. It's a little bit hard to get on, but once you get used to it, it's fine. And that's how you secure your foot strap in. To quick release, you pull the bottom and you pull up and it'll come right off. The other thing about these foot pockets, they're really great when you're swimming in them. They don't come off at all. Sometimes I am a little bit on the larger side in terms of foot. I wear a 10. And when I try and pull my foot in, if I accidentally pull too hard, the strap will snap off the button and you just have to put it on. The first foot goes in really easily, and the second foot you kind of have to mess with a little bit, but it works. Under a tail, I'd say make sure you pull, if you're gonna pull your foot in, try and push your foot in first, and then flip this up over your heels. That's the easiest way to do it. So you may be thinking to yourself, wow, with it being so floppy, how does it swim? It swims like a dream. And so the movement in the water is super fluid and super floppy. You do have to be a little bit careful not to kick too hard, otherwise you're gonna get some really jerky movements and you're not gonna get a lot of propulsion started. I find that it's you have to be very patient, and you have to be a very gentle swimmer, and you have to really get that wave motion going and let it roll through, and it looks fantastic. In terms of propulsion, this is my least propulsive tail. As you can see, as I mentioned before, it's so floppy. It has some ridges right here that are thicker, but in general, it's not going to give you a lot of propulsion. That being said, I am able to swim with it, and I can make it down the whole length of a pool pretty quickly. You're not going to kind of just sit there and flounder. And I have worn it under a tail. I've worn it with a fin fun tail, and oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous. And I can still get to the other side of the pool. It just takes a little bit more effort. I am a huge fan of this shape. In the past, my Mermaid fins by FINIS, I love FINIS's tails. However, The ones that I've been swimming in the past are the Rapid and the Trainer, and neither of those have a very mermaidy shape. They're very like square or rounded. So I was really excited to get this one with a very mermaidy shape. Another thing that I really love about it is that it's translucent, so you can see light through here. I have a clip that I'll show you, that I'll put up here, of me swimming with it in some really cool sunlit waters, and it looks amazing. And when you do a fluke slap, obviously it also looks amazing. I'm not a huge fan of this color transition. It's a little bit stark for me. However, I do prefer the Enchanted Emerald to the Mystic Melon in terms of coloring, and I do have tails that match this coloring, so it is very easy to match. In my color scheme, I have a lot of blue and green tails, and I like it a lot. The last thing I want to mention about it is safety. Safety is very important to me. I always swim with somebody else, keeping an eye on me. I never ever swim alone, and neither should you. I would practice taking this off in the water. As I said before, the safety release method, you grab the bottom of the tab and pull up, and it will come right off the peg. However, you want to practice this in the shallow end with your tail, or even before you get in the water. I had a moment where I was trying to get out of my tail, and I was trying to do the release method where you push down with one foot, and it's so floppy that it wasn't doing anything. My heels just stayed in there. And I tried to reach down, and I had to find this in my fabric tail, and it was very hard. So I definitely suggest that you practice that before swimming in it. In terms of swimming with this in the ocean, I have not tried it yet. I will get back to you on that. What I would say is that really know where you're swimming, and don't swim in areas where there's a lot of current. I would say if you can't outswim the current with your bare feet, you shouldn't try to outswim the current in a monofin, and especially this one. Just being that it's so floppy, people are going to get a lot of variable propulsion from this, and you don't want to risk it. It's not safe, especially in a tail. The tail's going to add a lot of drag, and you're just not going to be able to swim in it. So really, if you're going to take this into the ocean, make sure you have scoped out the area. Make sure that you've swum in it without a tail and without a monofin first, so that you really know the pull of the current before you put on your monofin. Test it out with your monofin only, and then finally, if you're comfortable, add your tail. Please make sure that you swim with somebody who can rescue you or help you out if you need it. That's a very easy way to stay safe in the water, and it's always a lot of fun to swim with somebody else. So that's my review of the FINIS Luna Monofin. It's so comfortable, it's so pretty looking, it's translucent. I'd recommend this monofin for either underwear style tails, which don't have, they're like this and they only come like that, or for very basic tails. If you want to see a video of me swimming in this monofin, I have a video linked down below of me wearing this with my FinFun watercolor waves tail. It looks gorgeous in the water, so you should definitely go and check that out. I also have a review coming up of my new FinFun tail, and hopefully my new Mertailer tail, and a special surprise coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you want to see more monofin reviews, check out the description box to see which ones I have currently, and leave me a comment down below telling me which one you want to see next. Bye fish fans, happy swimming!